Hi, my name is Merlin. Today I'm gonna talk about the what I learned today. So the interesting part was I thought every bundler has some kind of. I thought they cannot uh, like what? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought every bundler has same way or similar way to make dependency graph. I think it was it, but it was not. So example Webpack. So in terms of Webpack, it uh so if there's like import statement, and if it's bundle is it, so what we're gonna happen? So if we're gonna example, you are importing like import data from like com- components like data sets .txs, and this webpack bundles it, but it changed the import statement. It changed like import data from like some kind of chunk, like some kind of hash plus chunk JS. Of course, you're gonna just be like common JS feature, common JS like require syntax. So there was really interesting. So every bundler has their own ways to build the dependency graph, and there was so interesting to me. So and one of the things that I learned today was actually I was wondering how NGINX work because I am a front end developer and I have to know about static website, and when I'm trying to deploy in static website on using AWS S3, and I used or AWS EC2, I used the NGINX, and I was wondering how it works. So it handles motor connection by single process, and that was really interesting because yeah, it's kind of interesting. So NGINX process creates four worker process. So I was like, how master process creates four process? I thought process they are independent. They are creating. I think always creates process, but I was not sure. That was my question, and it's saying that threads in Linux OS perspective, threads are and processes are mostly identical. The major difference is the degree to which they share memory, and that was kind of weird to me because process independent. They have their own uh, uh, because processor model is resource grouping and the execution, and as I think execution the one who do is execution is a thread because process has a list of thread. So thread doing execution and process has like some kind of resources because OS gives resources to the process if process needs something. And and that and I was like, how can they share memory? Process and other process can share memory. I think I was not sure. I thought yeah, resources. I think they cannot share resources because of the sandboxing feature. Because yeah, because if processor can share the resources from other process, there will be kind of disaster because if your website, example, you have you open your website on Chrome tab and you open another website in the other new tab, and if processes are same, there will gonna be your website will gonna give the effect to the other website because these are the process. If the processes are same, processes are they're sharing memory, sharing resources, there's gonna be some kind of disaster because the interruption. So that was my question. So a thread or process is a self-contained set of instruction. As a program is the set of instruction, not the thread or process. And that was kind of weird to me. And the most complex application run multiple threads or process in parallel for two reasons. They can use more compute cores at the same time. That's right. And threaded processes make very easy to do operation in parallel. Yeah, that's right. But process thread consume resources, and that's also right. So, and that was kind of interesting to me. The part interesting to me get interested is was performance degrades seriously once memory is ex- exhausted exhausted when high input and output load causes a large volume of context switches. So which means that if you're using parallel regional multi-thread application, the and if there's a lot of thread or memory, it will be so maybe your memory gonna exhaust that because you're because OS provides the resources via on the process. And if there's a lot of process, if there's a lot of thread, there could be later you're getting the resource of the memory. So that could be a performance decrease. So that was kind of interesting. That was really interesting, and there was also worker process, and I was wondering, is this worker process same as the worker thread in browser process, in the not render in the render process. So there was my question, and my biggest question is how engineers perform this amount of tasks via just one major main process, and I think I should go deeply about it, but it was really interesting. So that's it. What I've done today. Tomorrow is gonna be different. Bye.